This just in, Carly Gregg, the deadly daughter, murdered her mom at the age of 14 earlier this year in March 19th this year. Today, September 20th, has been found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. Let's go to it.
Jury's reached a verdict. I say this in every case. One half of this room, I don't know which half, is going to be upset. Do not add injury to insult. These people did not ask for this job. They don't want the job.
Right.
The state and the defense forced them into the job. You will not approve the jury's verdict, and you will not disapprove of the jury's verdict, or you will go to jail. There's a 30-day jail sentence for every outburst.
Outburst?
I'm
30
days? Anyone who does not believe that they are able to control their emotions, the opportunity to leave the courtroom at this time.
Judge ain't playing. Oh, did that just mute it and not pause it?
All right, Mr. Bailiff, please bring in the jury.
There we go.
Stern words from Judge Arthur, asking for decorum inside of his courtroom.
Not surprising from this.
Decorum. Need some decorum. Let's skip through. Here we go.
Ms. Gregg, please rise and come to the podium, along with your attorneys. All right, the verdicts appear to be in proper form. Verdict of the jury is count one. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment.
First degree.
Count two. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment.
Attempted murder on stepdad?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of tampering with evidence as charged in the indictment. Please be seated, Ms.
Hiding the
Gregg.
camera? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the jury is custom for the court to poll the jury. I have to do it each time. And for each count, I'm not being rude. The quickest way for me to get through this is to simply point at you and you answer out loud.
Yep.
As to count one, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes, sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. Sir, is that your verdict? Yes. Ma'am, is that your verdict? You got to answer out loud, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, can't nod. No nod. They need that voice.
Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? That verdict is proper and unanimous. As to count two, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. On the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Count three, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of tampering with evidence as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. On the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? All right, all three verdicts appear to be unanimous. The court will enroll the verdict. All right.
Whew. That was, can you imagine? 15 years old, life imprisonment. Now she's gonna, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do some appeals. There will be some appeals to it. I don't know when they're gonna do the sentence. I'm gonna keep up with it still because usually that was just in. So usually they're at some point they'll set a date for sentencing. Okay, so I got it muted. This guy right here, I believe, is the 911 dispatcher that when the stepdad called, he got this gentleman here. So I'm gonna go ahead and unmute this, and I'm just gonna skip along to try to get to the part.
5 Ashton, yes, they are. And and dated it.
Okay, on all purposes.
That you listen to this. Is this a?
Okay, here we go.
What's the location of your emergency?
The sound is in one ear. There's nothing I can do about that.
Your daughter tried to shoot you?
How did he even understand him? That's amazing. I got tried to shoot me. I heard that. I think I heard stepdaughter, but man, it's really hard to understand.
Where's she at? She ran away. How old is she? 14. 14? Okay, ma'am, stay on the phone. Ma'am, stay on the phone with me. Just calm down. What's your name? Okay, calm down for me. Give me your name again. Heath Smiley. Heath Smiley?
Yeah. This is when he realizes it's a male. You just heard he called him ma'am. Dude's so hysterical. He just got shot through and through in the shoulder, grazed in the neck. He thought it was a woman, but
Yes, sir. All right, Miss Sir, what's your phone number you calling me from? Did she hit you? Yeah, I got hit in the neck a little bit. Okay, so did it graze your neck? Yes, sir. All right.
he probably doesn't even feel the shoulder at this moment, since he just said neck.
Gregg.
His adrenaline.
Does she still have a gun on her? I took it from her. She ran. You took it from her and she ran? Yes, sir. She was screaming something at me I couldn't understand. I locked the door. She's outside. I don't know what's going on. Which way did she run off to? She ran into the backyard and went over a fence. Ran into the backyard and went over your fence? Yeah. What is she wearing? T-shirt, gray shirt and some jeans. Gray shirt and jeans? About how tall is she? 5'2". About 5'2"? What color hair? Brownish. Brownish, just short hair. 5'2", but back door and she opened fire on me. And was just screaming.
Oh, he just found his wife.
Calm down for me. We got everybody headed.
Yep.
She what? She killed her mom. She killed her mom? Yeah, that's what I'm screaming about. Where's the mom? When I do this, she tried to kill me. Where's the mom? Sir. Sir. Sir.
See, the first time I listened to that, I thought at that moment when he was making those breaths, I thought he was like trying to do CPR or something on her. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Where's your wife? She's dead on the floor of my stepdaughter's room. She's on the floor in your stepdaughter's room? What's your wife's name? Ashley Smiley. Ashley Smiley? Was there any problem with you, sir? Sir, I need you to speak with me, okay? Can you go outside the house and speak to me?
Yeah, he doesn't need to be there.
Okay. Now, was there any problem going on with is it your stepdaughter or? She's my stepdaughter. And her mom. I don't know what's going on. The stepdaughter's been therapy for a little while, trying to work out some problems and been on some antidepressants. Okay, and you say your wife has been shot?
Okay. So, and that's pretty much the end of. Right. And that's the end of that. Heartbreaking. That's all I can say. Heartbreaking. Now, hopefully, his video where he's testifying. Let me see. We're gonna watch this. This is the video showing Carly Gregg's arrival at home before. Yeah. Jury saw surveillance video which picked up audio of Carly Gregg's screams after she shot at her stepfather inside the home. So this isn't any parts with the mom. This is the stepfather. I guess this one just picked up the screams. They didn't go to the other camera. Oh, jeez. Bruh. That scared me. Okay, so yeah, the moms are in. This is him arriving home. Okay. Wow. Kind of gonna splice these. I'm not gonna listen to or watch the whole thing. I don't think. Wait. Wait. If that's him, she came out. Wait. Huh? I'm confused here. What's this? Bruh. This is intense. I'm just waiting for bangs. Well, who just drove this? Is that him? Well, who drove this vehicle in? Unless that's her and the mom. Well, whose car? I'm asking too many questions here. All right. So this must be stepdad up here. Look at this person up there. They just, it's like they know what's finna happen. This person up here. Yeah, this is stepdad. Ugh. Carly, stop. And there she goes. And there goes the friend. Oh, I thought the friend was a girl. It looked like a boy. Okay. Or it could have been a girl. Yeah. So that was after. So this is after, yeah. He shot. Mom's on the ground. And then that's them running. Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna sit and maybe I'll scan through.
In the middle.
Oh, okay.
Run from you.
Carly.
Mr. Smiley, is that a true and accurate representation of what you recall once you got home that afternoon?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Who was that screaming that we heard on the video?
Oh boy.
That was Carly screaming, and you heard me holler, "What's the matter?"
And what about seeing Carly made you ask her what was wrong?
I could immediately tell that something was bad wrong with Carly. Just screaming, her eyes were just huge. Looked like she was terrified.
Have you ever heard Carly scream like that before?
No.
Have you ever seen Carly look as terrified as she did on March 19th before?
No.
Would Carly have any reason to run from you?
No.
Mr. Smiley, can you describe the full floor plan at your house?
I guess it's what you call split. You know, it's got kind of on the north end, it's a master bedroom, bath, and closet. Living room and kitchen kind of in the middle, and then on the other end there's two smaller bedrooms that share a bathroom in between the two.
And where was Carly's bedroom?
It was on the southeast end of the house.
And
corner.
you mentioned that there was where Carly's bedroom was, there was also a bathroom and another room.
Yes.
What did you use that other bedroom for?
A lot of just general storage stuff, and had some weights, and there's a little treadmill in there.
Kind of what we call like a junk room.
Yeah, a lot of junk in the closet on a shelf and laying around. And
Okay. And is there a hallway that separates the kitchen and the living?
Yeah, just look at him. Like the life, just like it's just been sucked right out of him. Well, it almost was. But he looks so exhausted. Look how dark his eyes are. This man hasn't gotten any sleep since March. You can just look at the eyes. You can tell. Ah, man.
Living room from that side of the house?
yes,
Okay. And where was the indoor camera located?
it was in the corner of the kitchen / dining room open area.
Okay. And is the kitchen, living room area of your house, is that open?
Yes.
Okay. And let me ask you this. How would you describe your and Ashley's marriage?
We got along great. We, I don't guess we ever really had anything we just disagreed on or anything.
And were you still in your honeymoon phase?
Yeah.
And just for the record, you can't nod. You have to answer yes or no for the
yes,
court reporter.
yes, I'm sorry.
And what, if anything, had Carly told you about her biological dad, Kevin Gregg, doing drugs?
Everyone that I can think of, it sounds like he has either tried or does regularly.
And what did Carly tell you about her biological dad doing drugs in her presence?
He was constantly doing drugs in front of her, blowing smoke in her face.
Okay. All right.
Turns out that he sat her down and made her drink a entire beer when she was 12.
Okay, just had to pause it there because of an ad. So they just said that her actual biological father made her drink an entire beer when she was 12. Okay. Obviously, the jury didn't buy that or consider that for this because she was living with them. And then they did state that she hadn't seen her father for at least a year or more. And okay, then that's that. I don't think she was an alcoholic. Everything else that they stated doesn't scream alcoholic. So,
and what, if anything, had Carly told you about her dad offering her drugs during her visitation periods?
Not sure on that, but I think she said they were laying around all over the place throughout his house, and I think he had tried to get her to do some various things at one point or another.
And would you say that Carly was scared of her dad?
Yes. She did not like having to go up there, and she was not herself for a day or two after coming back.
Okay. And would you say that Carly's mom was scared of her dad?
Yes. Anytime they spoke of him, it was like a deer in the headlights.
but the jury didn't buy it. I'm not buying that because if that indeed was in fact the case, all she had to do was go to the cops, go to the courts. They would have taken away his visitation immediately. If they in fact knew that there was drugs and she was consuming alcohol, I would have no doubt that a responsible parent would do something quick, fast, and in a hurry to nip that problem in the bud so their child doesn't get hurt. So, yeah, I don't buy it, even though if it may be true, I don't buy it, and of course the jury also didn't buy it.
Freeze up and be shaken sometimes if they were talking about him.
And how would you describe Carly's relationship with her mom during the time that you came into her life in spring of 2019 to March 19th of 2024?
They got along great, loved doing things together. They liked a lot of the same movies, and they'd go shopping together, and they stayed together quite a bit.
Pretty tight bond?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that Ashley was protective of Carly because she'd lost a child already?
Yes, she wanted the best for Carly, watched
Miscarried?
over her all the time. Yes.
Oh, no.
And is it
More?
fair to say because Ashley was protective of Carly that she was a little on the stricter side with things like social media?
She was, yeah. She, would read all the bad things that happened in the news and all that, and she didn't care for any of it. And I think TikTok's probably one of the ones that she didn't care for.
And TikTok was what Carly had put on the iPod, the old iPod?
Yes, just watching the usual stupid videos.
Yeah. And we've heard the phrase burner phone a few times, but when we're hearing burner phone, are we talking about the old iPod?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so that's what,
the
okay.
burner phone is the
Okay, so that's what they meant by burner phone was the iPod. So no actual like little phone that you can get at Walmart or I don't know if Kroger or Target may sell them with the little minute phones. Yeah, the little phones that go off minutes. So, okay.
The old iPod she had that she somehow downloaded social media apps to.
Yes.
Okay. And Carly was in 10th grade at the time that you guys found the iPod
Yes.
with the social media apps.
Yes.
Would you say that most 10th graders want to be on social media?
Calls for speculation.
Were there any other social media apps Carly had on the iPad?
I can't remember at this time. Ashley had taken care of all that. She was way more tech savvy with that stuff than I am.
Okay. Had you and Ashley already found the old iPod?
Yes, we had. She had found it and figured out what was going on. Yeah.
And when did you guys discover the old iPad that's called people have been calling the burner phone?
I'm just going to say sometime last fall. I don't know the exact time frame.
So not in March.
No.
Oh, wow.
And
look at him right there. Wow.
We talked
Just
about
exhausted.
an incident with Carly looking on her teacher's computer at school. Did
Some
Carly
grainy
need
footage.
to
They
cheat
don't
to get
have
good
a
grades?
thing where I could update.
No, she loved school, but she was almost bored with school a lot of days. It was, even though she was in the advanced classes, she's a light year ahead of everything they're teaching. Anything new she picks up and just wants to be a step ahead of the teachers.
And hadn't Carly told you about that incident that the kids in her class had dared her to?
Yes, they had, yeah. She told us about it.
Okay. And how would you describe your relationship with Carly?
All good. We've gotten along from the beginning. Hadn't really had any problems between us.
And do you have any other children?
No.
And would you say that you love Carly the same as you would a biological child?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he
And
sounded like he was about to break down right there. Well,
what, if anything, had Ashley told you about her ex-husband's mental health issues?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
hearsay.
What, if anything, had Carly told you?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Hearsay again.
Have you ever had any interactions with Mr. Gregg?
No, other than I would see him in the car picking up or dropping Carly off. And a lot of times he would drop her off and leave, wouldn't even check to see if she was
In the house. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Jeez. That's 20-minute video. I don't have time to go through the others. That is that. Man, he just looks so defeated. Can only imagine. Like I said, he probably hadn't gotten any sleep since March 19th. Probably still won't get sleep knowing that she has been sentenced to life. And then I'm pretty sure there's going to be another court date at some point for the remainder of sentencing. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure he's going to stick by her, and they're going to probably, the process is, everyone always appeals their sentencing or their verdicts. So I'm sure she's going to appeal it without a doubt. How many appeals she gets, I don't know. I don't know what it is in the state of Mississippi, but yeah, terrible story, terrible case. That's going to be it for and another mention. Now, this is Court TV. Diddy got arrested. Well, and everyone's been making videos about it. Him and his 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. If he does so happen to make it to court, yeah, you already know. I don't think I have to say too much about that. And like, if he happens to make it to court, I will cover that. I want to see that. That's going to be probably, if he makes it to court, that's going to be the biggest case this year, the biggest trial. That will be the biggest trial this year. Well, I don't even know. You know what? Actually, bump that. He won't even make it to trial this year because the scope of that, everything that he's doing is just huge and massive. I don't even think he'll make it to trial this year. It'll be next year or something like that. This is the one we just watched. Now we got this one right here, with Vinnie Politan. That's her, and then here's the kitchen. I don't want to click. Let's control. Let's see if I can. Oh, look at that. So this is before the mom, because she's gonna let these dogs out. And this is how the kitchen is set up. Wow. And these are the closing arguments right here. Yeah, I could probably go over that. Oh, how long is this video? Ads, man. Ads. Come on, Tony Hawk. 21 minutes. Yeah, because I got to get going here. I got somewhere to be. But yeah, this is where we'll leave off on this video, and I'll pick it up with this one, even though we know the verdict. Let's see how we got there.